All right. So we are live for the Suns taking on the Lakers at Staples Center. Suns at Lakers, game 3 between the number 2 Phoenix Suns and the number 7 Los Angeles Lakers, the defending champions, in Staples Center. Here we go, tip-off underway. And Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and DeAndre Ayton are your starting 5 for the Suns. Schroeder, Caldwell Pope, Drummond, LeBron, and Anthony Davis for the Lakers. As we already have a foul on Anthony Davis while Jay Crowder was trying to shoot a 3. So the Phoenix Suns got the tip. They're wearing their purple alternate jerseys, and they got fouled by Anthony Davis, Jay Crowder. And we're underway here in Staples Center. It's going to be a good one here. Game 3 between the Suns and Lakers in the first round of the 2021 NBA playoffs. And you got some fans here in Staples Center. It's the first time the Lakers will be playing a playoff game in Staples Center after some time. And it's going to be a good one. You got CP3 on the field. Chris Paul is ready to go in this game. He's not 100%. That shoulder contusion, but Chris Paul is playing, and they need Chris Paul. If the Suns are going to have any chance of winning the series, they need Chris Paul. I don't know if he's 100%, but he's going to give it a go here. And either way, the series is tied 1 apiece. The series is tied, and it's going to be a good one here. So be sure to stick around. So for some reason, the live chat is not really working out. I don't really understand. For some reason, the live stream is not working. I mean, the live chat. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Trying to figure out this chat thing. How does it work? Okay, the chat is now working. I just fixed it, guys. So it's still early on here. The 0-0 got a slight commercial break, but it's going to be a good one here at Staples Center, and you're ready to rock and roll there. And it's going to be a close game. The Suns coming in, this is a huge game for them with CP3 playing, but I don't know if CP3 is healthy 100% in this game, because we all know without a healthy CP3, the Suns will not be winning this series. And the Lakers in their last game had a really great outing. It was a 109-102 win against the Phoenix Suns, where Anthony Davis had 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then we had LeBron chipping in with 23 points and 9 assists as well. And Schroeder contributed with 24 points of his own. So I think it's going to be a very close game today. The Suns have made it close with the Lakers. Even without Chris Paul, I mean, last game, they still were able to make it relatively close. And I expect the same here today. Can't wait for it to get underway here. We are back. 11:45 left. The series is tied 1 apiece. And Jay Crowder is at the line for 3 free throws. We go back to this first possession here. Anthony Davis literally going into the landing space of Jay Crowder. And the referees called it a foul. And Crowder's at the line here for 3. But Frank Vogel, the coach for the Lakers, challenged, and he was unsuccessful, which is why the commercial break took a long time here. But Jay Crowder, we know what he brings here, that veteran presence, 3-and-D type guy. He's been on a lot of teams in playoff situations, and he's going to be important. I also did game 1 between these two teams, live play-by-play as well. So it's going to be a good one. In that game, the Suns kind of dominated, but I think this one is going to be relatively close. And Chris Paul is right there. As here's Anthony Davis being guarded by Jay Crowder. And here is LeBron. Shot clock down to 2. LeBron James a 3. It is good. LeBron opens up with a 3. And he has been shooting from downtown lights out in this series. So that was a nice shot there to tie it up. And here's Devin Booker. D-Book. He tries a 3. That's too strong. Devin Booker has been terrific in this series so far. He had 31 points in that last game. Here's Anthony Davis. A mid-range jumper is true. Anthony Davis, he had 34 last time around. Let's see if he can have that performance. Oh, as Schroeder is thrown into the back. And got some talk going on between CP3 and Schroeder, 2 former teammates in OKC. CP3 almost got pushed into the sidelines. Don't really know what's going on over here, but either way, some chippiness early between these two teams. It's going to be very close. 7-game series, the 2 versus 7 matchup here in the West. Chris Paul inbounding. Chris Paul is so important. I mean, Devin Booker has really been on a tear. He had an outstanding playoff debut, if you remember, where the Suns won 99-90 in game 1, where Booker had 34 points. And there is Crowder, who tries to attack to the rim. He cannot finish. Here's LeBron leading the fast break. Being guarded by Mikal Bridges, finds Anthony Davis. And now here's Caldwell Pope for 3. And there's the Bahamian center, DeAndre Ayton, to get that rebound. DeAndre Ayton is so important in the series, that presence in the paint, and helped the Suns score easily on pick and roll. And there's Ayton, just like I said, gets the roll in on the layup. DeAndre Ayton, the young 22-year-old center from the Bahamas. And it is the Suns' ball. Dennis Schroeder loses the handle. There's Monty Williams, head coach of the Suns. He is a coach of the year candidate, second year as coach of the Suns with a 3-9 record in the postseason. And here's CP3 running the offense, being guarded by Drummond. Finds Ayton. LeBron guarding him, now doubled. And that ball is lost. And it is Suns' ball. And here's Ayton, giving it back to CP3. Here's Crowder, a 3. Way off. Off the side of the... Never mind. It went off the blackboard pretty badly. Here's Schroeder. Here's Anthony Davis, a 3 is short. And Davis gets it right back. Now he drives to the hoop. Doesn't finish. Gets the offensive board and throws it down. Anthony Davis with some hustle. And then CP3 is thrown to the ground. Already, I mean, can somebody stop hitting and trying to injure Chris Paul? It's too much. Here's Booker, a mid-range jumper. And it bounces around and goes through the hoop. Devin Booker, such a great scoring guard. One of the best in the league. Doesn't get enough respect. And Schroeder now pops up a 3. Good! Dennis Schroeder! From downtown. He hits it. Schroeder, the point guard for the Lakers, had 24 points in their last go-around in Game 2. He's really important to give that support in the backcourt. Last year, he was in OKC, the 6th man. As you go back to Anthony Davis, look at that hustle. Keep it going for Anthony Davis. 10-7 Los Angeles, still early. And here's Booker to the cup. That is rejected. Andre Drummond says, no, no, Man, this is an intense environment you got already. Look at Booker trying to lower. Oh, that might be a goaltend. I don't know. Is that a goaltend? It might be. But either way, Andre Drummond, we know he's a big shot blocker, rim protector. You've got him in Andre Drummond. He was leading the league in blocks many years in a row. And here's LeBron in the post by Mikal Bridges. LeBron turns around, puts it in. LeBron James. There he comes. LeBron has 5 points already. Anthony Davis has 4 as well. And here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul hasn't really scored much in the series, 6 points and 5 points, but he's definitely made his presence felt when he's there. And that's a steal. Ayton loses the handle. And that's a bad pass by LeBron. Ayton gets it back, and here's CP3 running the offense. CP3 is go-to mid-range shot. Smooth. Chris Paul. That's his shot. He's done it for so many years, Chris Paul. That same shot. And he's been great at it. And here's Schroeder. Finds LeBron. And here's Andre Drummond being guarded by Ayton in the post. Spin. Got around it. Throws it down. Andre Drummond. He throws it down now. 14-9 LA. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the game too, man. It's going to be a good one. I like the Lakers as well. And here's Booker, a mid-range jumper. That's well short. Ayton, the rebound. And the roll goes home. DeAndre Ayton. And there is... Oh, man. Oh, man. Anthony Davis got hit in the face. And he is on the floor. And he's still holding his face. I hope you're okay. I hope Anthony Davis is okay right now. He is on the floor. And... Oh, I don't know. They got hit in the nose area. I hope he's okay. I don't know. I think Anthony Davis is fine. He should be fine. As we have a timeout on the court. Either way, I hope Anthony Davis is doing okay now. Currently a commercial break going on. It's going to be a good one, though. It's back and forth already. Should expect that throughout. Now, like I said, CP3 is not fully healthy for this game, so we'll have to see how the Suns cope with that. I think they're going to be using a lot of Cameron Payne in this game, as he subbed in last time in game 2 when CP3 went down and didn't return. Cameron Payne chipped in, and he had 19 points in that game, shooting 43% from 3. You know Cameron Payne's a good 3-point shooter. This season he's shooting 44%. But right now it's 14-11 in the first quarter. As you go back to Anthony Davis's elbow to his nose. I mean, Ayton puts an elbow right on his nose, and that must have hurt. But he looks like he's fine. Anthony Davis is on the court right now. 14-11 Lakers early on. Here's LeBron, tries another 3, same spot. That won't go. CP3 running the offensive mid-range jumper again. CP3, that's his go-to. Chris Paul, he loves that shot. We've seen it for many, many years. He's done that over and over. And he's kept doing that in this game too. He had 4 early points for Chris Paul. That's good to see. Good to see for Chris Paul scoring some points early. As in the last 2 games, he has a combined 11 points. It's a defensive 3 seconds on the Suns, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the line for a free throw, and he hits it. KCP is very important in the backcourt, hitting those threes. He did chip in a little bit in the last game, but it's great. It's very important for the Lakers to have Caldwell-Pope in the game and available. But he had 0 points in the last game. As Anthony Davis is called for a travel. It's a travel on Anthony Davis. 15-13 Lakers early on. About 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Chris Paul trying to take control. Here is the shot, and that is money. Cameron Payne. There he is, Cameron Payne. It's Cameron Johnson, excuse me. And that's a nice pass from LeBron to Anthony Davis, who finishes at the rim. 17-16. LA. And here's Booker being guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Finds Cameron Johnson for 3 again. That time it doesn't go. Drummond grabs the board. And here comes Schroeder, guarded by Booker. And here is Anthony Davis in the post. Jay Crowder, the veteran, guarding him. And there's Anthony Davis, rises up, can't hit. Rebound Ayton, the Bahamian. And here's Chris Paul, guarded by Anthony Davis. Sets a screen by Ayton. Throws it up to Ayton, goes up and gets it. Finds Johnson in the corner. Goes back to Crowder. He pulls up for 3. Nope. Caldwell-Pope gets it. And here's LeBron, a football pass to Drummond. He's unable to handle it. And it is Suns' ball. It's another turnover for the Lakers. The Lakers already have 4 turnovers in this game early on. And here is Devin Booker. That's a mid-range jumper. Nope. And Kyle Kuzma and Markieff Morris have checked into the game, as well as Marc Gasol. And he goes all the way. Dennis Schroeder. That's his move. Dennis Schroeder loves going into the paint, driving past guys. As Cameron Payne is checked in for Chris Paul, you have the 2 Camerons, Cameron Johnson, Cameron Payne. Finds Cameron Johnson, back to Crowder. You got some shooters on this team right now with Ayton. And Gasol commits a foul here. Here is Cameron Johnson who comes in. As Chris Paul is being bandaged and wrapped up again. It's that same shoulder. Here's a shot, and that's money. It is Mikal Bridges. That is a great shot there. Mikal Bridges is a great shooter. He's a great shooter from downtown as well. And here's Schroeder navigating. Finds Kuzma, and he almost lost the ball. Kuzma in the corner, guarded by Cameron Johnson. Back to Kuzma, who's running around a lot. Throws it down! Anthony Davis on the alley-oop. Man, that's called showtime right there. That was beautiful to see. Nice job by Kuzma making that play happen. Here's Booker trying to get around Caldwell Pope. He does. The floater isn't good. And here comes Anthony Davis the other way. Caldwell Pope got the rebound again. Finds Kuzma. Kuzma stop and pop three. Nope. And a rebound by Bridges. Up ahead to Johnson. Cameron Johnson finds Cameron Payne. Cameron to Cameron. Aiden in there. And here's Booker. Shot clock down to 4. Booker at 3. That's online, and that is good. Devin Booker hits that 3. He booked it. Definitely he did. And here is Schroeder with control. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Schroeder with the drive pass, and he scores again. Dennis Schroeder. And there is a timeout on the floor. 23-22. Lakers. .232 left in the first. 23-22 Los Angeles. It's a very close one here. The leading scorer for the Suns is Mikal Bridges. With 6 points. And Anthony Davis playing well so far early with 8 points. And Schroeder has 5 as well of his own. Both teams are shooting pretty good early on in this game. Defensively, if you look at their ratings, the Lakers are number 8 in defensive rating, but overall they're number 1 in defense, the Lakers. As we end this clutch timeout here. And there's Chris Paul again being treated. He's just not 100%. Something that I don't understand with the Suns, what I think they should do is that if Chris Paul is not fully healthy, just don't make him play this game. Just let Chris Paul miss one game and let him get fully healthy. Him just playing a couple of minutes every single game is not really going to help the cause. If Chris Paul's like 50%, like every game as Cameron Johnson tries a 3, no. Rebound by Caruso, who's checked in. But, if Chris Paul is not 100% in every game, if he's like putting 50%, I don't think it's worth it. You're not getting the best out of Chris Paul. Anthony Davis again finishes at the rim. But they should probably just let Chris Paul rest in this game. They should let Chris Paul rest in this game. That's what I would have done. And then let him be 100% or at least somewhat close to 100% in the next game. And that's a nice shot by Booker off glass. Put some English on it. Here's Kuzma up ahead. He's fast. He can't finish. Aiden with the board up ahead to Booker. But that's what my thoughts are on Chris Paul. I think he should rest this game, get to a somewhat close to 100%, and be ready for game 4. If the Suns win, they win. If they lose, they lose. Nothing you can do. And Chris Paul just needs to just get back to somewhat of 100%, and I think that would be the best, as Phoenix has all of a sudden taken the lead 26-25 with DeAndre Ayton finishing with 6 points so far today for Ayton, the center from the Bahamas, the 22-year-old. And here's Caruso, who's checked in. And here's Gasol, shot clock down to 2. Anthony Davis needs to put up a shot. He does. And the 24, doesn't hit it. And here is Mikal Bridges, finds Payne, back to Booker. Ayton comes up to set the screen. Booker runs past Gasol. Booker off glass. It's good. It's true once again for Devin Booker. 28-25 Phoenix as Caruso goes coast to coast, but he cannot finish. As Chris Paul went to the locker room, and is he coming back? I'm not really sure. Like I said before, I think Chris Paul, he needs to rest in one game and get to close to 100% so he can be valuable. As Kuzma puts up a 3, that's short, and it's a fight for the rebound. Anthony Davis in the paint gets it again. Gasol with a weak pass, but nice pass from LeBron to Caruso. Alex Caruso makes it a 1-point game in this first quarter. 28-27 Phoenix. Phoenix has taken the lead all of a sudden late in this first quarter. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton taking over offensively. Both teams playing pretty good offensively early on, as Booker navigating, and he's fouled probably by Caruso. .2 left in the first quarter. 28-27 Phoenix. And here's Booker. The clock's going down to 3. Booker splits the double. He loses the ball. It's stripped. And .2 left. It will be Lakers ball. And that will be the end of the first quarter here in Staples. 28-27 Phoenix. Got a close one here. It's going to be so much fun. This series is probably the best series in the first round. No doubt about that. I mean, the Suns, as a number 2 seed, they could get potentially eliminated by the Lakers, which is kind of a bit unfortunate. But like I said, I think Chris Paul should rest this game, get himself close to maybe 90%, and then he can actually help the team out in a meaningful way. I feel like right now, trying to force yourself in, trying to play a couple of minutes, to me, that's not productive. It's not efficient. For Chris Paul to play his best and really meaningfully contribute, he should rest and play and then be completely ready for Game 4. That's what I think. That's just my thoughts on it. But either way, DeAndre Ayton, very important to this team. He did well in that first half. In the first quarter. DeAndre Ayton, he had 6 points. And then Devin Booker has 9 already. A couple of off-glass shots for Booker. And Mikal Bridges also has 6 points. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis playing well early on with 10 points of his own. And Dennis Schroeder also has 7 as well. I'm interested to see if the Lakers will allow Montrezl Harrell to come into the game. He didn't. I don't think Montrezl really made much of an appearance in that game, in Game 2. But we'll see. I think Montrezl should come in. I think he's valuable because of his big physicality. He's a bit rough inside the paint. Maybe something that could maybe rough up DeAndre Ayton a little bit. To me, the key is DeAndre Ayton, because we all know the Lakers bigs, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond, they're going to have a big impact. But if DeAndre Ayton can come in, kind of make his presence felt in the paint, get some points to go, I think that would be really great for the Suns, and he's very important for the Suns. But we'll see. Currently a commercial break going on. 28-27, Phoenix on top of the Lakers in Staples. Anthony Davis, the leading scorer, with 10 points, and Booker, the leading scorer, with 9 for the Suns. As we're back on TNT, my prediction for this game, I do have the Lakers winning, probably, let's say, by a couple of points here, maybe like 5 points. I think the Lakers could win by today. Start of the second quarter here in Staples Center. It's the first time a playoff game has been held in Staples after some time. It's great to see. As you have an interview with Monty Williams, the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. Monty Williams is a Coach of the Year candidate, I think, very well, from the number 9, I think, last year, all the way to a number 2 seed this year. And he was named the NBA Coaches Association Coach of the Year. Monty Williams. Chris Paul, only 7 minutes in that first quarter, but has contributed 4 points. If you remember that, Chris Paul only had 5 points and 6 points in those previous 2 games. As Caruso slips, here's Payne up ahead to Cameron Johnson. He loses it, and it's off of Cameron Payne, and it should be Lakers ball. (28-27), Phoenix. Here's Caruso. You have Kuzma. Kuzma open for 3, and that is off. Rebound, Drummond puts it up, can't finish. Cameron Johnson gets the board. And here's Chris Paul in the open floor. Finds Torrey Craig for 3. Yes, sir. Torrey Craig from downtown in the corner. From Denver last year, got shipped to Phoenix, and he should be a vital role player off the bench for the Suns in this game. He should probably get... That's a nice feed from LeBron. And there's Caruso. LeBron having those great passes early on. Arguably one of the greatest passers this game has ever seen. As you have Nesmith checking in for the Suns. And here's Cameron Johnson. Cameron Johnson, a mid-range jumper. Comes up rough. And here's LeBron in the open court. LeBron has already chipped in with his assists as he normally does. Finds another open. Wesley Matthews tries to draw the foul. The veteran does so. LeBron with 3 assists early on. And we have Wesley Matthews, who has checked into the game. Wes Matthews, to me, is a very important role player for the Suns. It looks like Cameron Payne is holding his ribs here. I wonder what happened. Yeah, look at that shoulder. The shoulder of Wes Matthews hit Cameron Payne's rib area. It's a bit hurt a little bit over there. Should get through that. 31-29 Phoenix. As Wesley Matthews, the veteran for so many years, the 32-year-old, heads to the line for 3 free throws, knocks down the first. Take a look at the NBA courtside. Wesley Matthews hits it again. And here's Nesmith giving it to Paul. Chris Paul is back in. Weaving his way. And here comes Cameron Payne. Spinning floater. Wow. Man, Cameron Payne. How about that shot? Ties it up. Could have been fouled as well. That's what the Suns are complaining about. 31 all. And here's the king. Finds Andre Drummond on the alley-oop pass. Just like how it was in the pick and roll. Easy pickings for LeBron. Here's Chris Paul. And that is an offensive foul on the Suns. DeAndre Ayton is currently sitting down. The Lakers have taken the lead 33-31. 9:45 left in the second. Kaminsky, excuse me, that's Kaminsky. I forgot about him. Kaminsky is the player for the Suns coming off the bench. And here's LeBron controlling the floor, sizing up Torrey Craig. Andre Drummond sets the screen, got a pick and roll, nice pass, and that is sent into traffic, and Andre Drummond loses it, and it is Suns ball. 33-31 LA. As the refs are now discussing, what are you doing, refs? And it is Suns ball, like I said. 9:30 left in the second. Devin Booker is currently sitting on the sidelines. Here's Chris Paul, guarded by Wesley Matthews. Finds Kaminsky. And here's Cameron Payne. Rolling in motion, tries a hard scoop layup. That doesn't go. Here's LeBron. Fast move. Finds Wesley Matthews open for three, corner. And here's Chris Paul who grabs the board. Back the other way. Oh, crosses over Wesley Matthews. Mid-range jumper. Smooth, smooth, smooth Chris Paul. Easy, easy for CP3. 33 all again. Tight one. Super, super tight one. And here's Kuzma. Kuzma stepped back and he is called for a foul. As Jay Crowder looks like he's going to check in for the Suns. Here's Chris Paul. Kaminsky's with the screen. Paul, another mid-range jumper. That time it doesn't go. And here is Kuzma with control. Matthews. Kuzma finds Drummond in the paint, sizing up Kaminsky. Drummond is blocked. And then Drummond loses it, but it's still Laker ball. As Kaminsky is complaining. And here is LeBron against Torrey Craig. Shot clock down to 3. LeBron, fade away, no good. And here's Chris Paul. Finds Booker, who's checked in. Torrey Craig puts up a 3. Nope. And it's a rebound by Drummond. Andre Drummond gobbling up those boards and blocks here. As he sets the screen, LeBron trying to find a path. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews pump fakes. Can't hit the mid-range. And here's Chris Paul again against Drummond. That's another mid-range jumper. Chris Paul doing his go-to shot, but he's come up short both times recently. Booker still leads scorers for the Suns with 9. Chris Paul has 6 points. Already ties what he scored in game 1, as that's a nice ball movement by the Lakers. LeBron, tough fadeaway, almost gets it to go. That's LeBron James, is one of his signature shots there. Super tough shot, but he gets it to go in. And Booker loses it. Booker loses the ball. And that is stolen by CP3. Nice job stealing it from Drummond. And here's Crowder, who's come in. Booker with Paul in the corner. Crowder finds Craig in the paint. Nice pass to Kaminsky. He can't finish. Drummond again gobbles up a board. And here's Caruso. And there's a timeout by Phoenix. Timeout. 33 all in Staples. Currently, Caruso has 4 points off the bench for the Lakers. It's good to see Chris Paul contributing with 6 points early on. We're actually almost halfway through more than halfway through this first half. Approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter, actually. This game has gone by pretty fast. But again, the key for the Lakers is Anthony Davis. We know LeBron is going to contribute pretty much every game, but Anthony Davis really is the key. I mean, look at the differences between what he's performed. He had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists in game 2 when the Lakers won 109-102. And then look back to game 1 where the Suns won 99-90. Anthony Davis only had 13 points and 7 boards. So that tells you he is such a big difference. Now he has had a good start to this game, so that might bode well for the Lakers and Lakers fans. As Anthony Davis has a quick 10 points, 5 rebounds in the game already. I'd really like for the Lakers to have a strong backcourt contribution. You're looking at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder had 24 points last time. Well, now I am, so change of plans. Because that Heat game, that was a blowout. That was getting pretty ugly. The Bucks managed to win by like 29 points. So I didn't do the second half of that, and I thought I'd do the first half here. So just a slight change of plans, because I wanted to have some good commentary out there. So no, I don't have school. School is off for me tomorrow. How about you? Are you still in school? Because you come out with like so many videos. Like, do you even go to school? But either way, we're back here in Staples as the Lakers have dominated in the paint early on, 22-12 in the paint. And here's Schroeder, who's come into the game. And here's Kuzma, pops a 3, swish! Kyle Kuzma for 3. And here's Booker setting up the offense again. Shot clock is down to 3. Somebody's got to take a shot. And that's a 3 by Crowder. And that is no good. And here is Anthony Davis, who is fouled. All right, I see how you do it. 36-33, Lakers. Under 6 to go here in the second half, in the first half. Oh yeah, and be sure to follow me on Twitter. Let me put on my handle. Be sure to follow me at Twitter. I'd really appreciate that. And Anthony Davis gets that to go as a free throw. That's my Twitter handle. I appreciate it if you could follow me. That'd be great. And there you take a look at Kyle Kuzma. As they're also showing the score of the other game, there's another game going on right now. 26-20. Portland is on top of Denver. That series is tied 1-1 as well. Anthony Davis hits the second one as well. 38-33. Phoenix, as they've increased their lead. 38-33. Lakers, they've increased their lead. That's a nice pass, and it's a throwdown. DeAndre Ayton. That was a great find by Chris Paul. Wow. And look at Ayton throwing it down. I like that. I love to see that. And that's a foul on Schroeder. That's a great pass from Paul. Kuzma was unable to have any sort of effect on that. Great pass from CP3. That's how he's got to affect this game. Use his passing ability, just like that. Finds Crowder, doesn't take the shot. Now finds Aiden in the paint. That's an easy bucket. And now it's a 1-point game once again. 2 quick buckets by DeAndre Aiden, and it's back to 1. 10 points for Aiden now, with 5 boards as well. And here Schroeder tries a 3. That is well short. Rebound by Paul. Paul is getting quite a bit of rebounding here. It's looked like Ben McLemore is checked in for the Lakers as well. Got a deep bench today for Los Angeles. I just haven't seen Montrezl Harrell. I'd love to see Montrez come into the game. I think he would really have a positive impact on this team against Phoenix. I think he would use his physicality and be able to really affect the game. You know, kind of rough up DeAndre Aiden a little bit. And that's a nice. And Booker is fouled and he's heading to the line. He hits the first one and it's a tie game again. 38 all, under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. In Staples Center in Los Angeles, the series is tied 1 apiece. Suns took the first one, 99-90, and then the Lakers took the second one, 109-102. As Booker heads to the line for the second one, he knocks them down both. Like around an 88% free throw shooter is Devin Booker. As you have Crowder, Paul, Booker, Aiden, and Bridges. And for the Lakers, you have Gasol, Davis, McLemore, Schroeder, and Caldwell Pope. As Caruso is running the offense, Gasol finds McLemore, quick 3. That's Ben McLemore, if you remember him. I actually liked having Ben McLemore on this team, on the Rockets team. Although he didn't have great defense, I still liked him as Chris Paul goes down again. Man, every time Chris Paul goes down, I literally get freaked out because I love the guy. He's one of my favorite players in the league, man. And I just don't like it when he gets hurt. It's really unfortunate. But either way, the Suns have the lead 39-38. We have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a close one. It's just going to be just like this, back and forth. It's consistently been back and forth. I mean, Aiden is really contributing as well. DeAndre Aiden now has 10 points. And then Booker has 11. Paul has 6. Bridges has 6 as well. So all the starters on the Suns really contributing. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, Anthony Davis has really taken that burden with 12 points and 5 boards. And he has 3 offensive rebounds as well. You know how important that is. But I just want to be very clear. I'm only going to be doing the first half of this game. I didn't delete any of your comments. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just wondering, if you do all your videos at night, like, when do you sleep? Do you not sleep? I mean, that's like unhealthy, but whatever. I mean, if that's how you do it, that's how you do it, man. Bro, I didn't delete any of your comments, man. I don't do that. Unless it's like totally stupid, but either way. Take a look at DeAndre Ayton in this series. He's had 22 points per game roughly, shooting around 88% from the field, and 20 points per game in the paint. That's really DeAndre Ayton at his best. He's really had a big impact on this series. That's a bit weird, man. I have no idea. I didn't do anything, man, so I didn't do a thing, so. And here's Crowder, tries a three. Crowder, he has been not great in this series, Jay Crowder. That's a bit of a struggle for him so far, so. He's got to get it going for the Suns. I mean, he's an important piece as that forward 3-and-D type guy. And here's Schroeder. Pump fakes. He loves to pump fake. Going against Ayton, gets past him, but he throws up a wild layup. And Booker almost lost the handle as well. And that is going to be a foul on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I already did a shout out, man, so. I mean, there are not really that many people either, so. I mean, either way, if you want to subscribe to Houston Sports Talk Productions, that would be great. If you are interested in Houston sports, and if you live in Houston and you like Houston sports, he's the guy for all your highlights and all your everything you need to know, basically. So if you want to know more, you can go ahead and check out his channel. As Chris Paul is going to head to the line. Never mind, Chris Paul is not heading to the line. What am I saying? As Booker finds Bridges on the inbound, he loses it, but it's a foul on Gasol. As Montrezl Harrell is just sitting on the bench. I mean, it seems like they're putting in Gasol instead of Montrezl Harrell. That's a little bit interesting to me. I would have put Montrez, but I don't know. It's their choice. It's Frank Vogel's choice as coach of LA. As Kuzma looks like he's ready to check in for the Lakers. Phoenix is still up 39-38. 3:44 left in the second. Appreciate that. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that, my guy. Anyway, 39-38 Phoenix. Here's Booker, but that's an offensive foul. As the shot was good, but it's an offensive foul on the Suns. And Laker possession here. They've been quite a bit of fouls. Looks like Chris Paul set an illegal screen there. And here's LeBron, a three. That's short. As LeBron needs to put up a shot, the clock's down to 3. Nice pass, and that ball is lost, but it's still Laker ball. 1.7 left on the shot clock. LeBron will be inbounding. 1.7 left. Finds Anthony Davis a mid-range. That's a tough shot. Booker goes up and gets the board. And he'll be looking to extend the lead for the Suns here. As he finds Bridges cutting his way back. Bridges finds Crowder, who now Paul being guarded by Anthony Davis. And finds back to Paul, AD. Nice move. Chris Paul, a mid-range jumper. That's way off. Anthony Davis putting some good defense there. One of the defensive players of the year in the past. As LeBron tries a no-look pass to Kuzma. Nice steal by Crowder. And here's Booker running Euro. It's a block by Anthony Davis, though. What a block. A shooter goes Euro. And Anthony Davis is hobbling back the other end. Man, Anthony Davis always just keep getting banged up in the playoffs. But as he tries to attack, but lands on Booker and kind of hurts his knee a little bit there. Interesting. Hope he's okay. As Kuzma's inbounding, 2:33 left in the first half. And LeBron being guarded by Crowder. Anthony Davis trying to set the screen. LeBron draws the foul. All right, man. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed. Please go down and hit the like if you haven't. Then make sure, if you can, to do a shout out in your next video. Like you said, I'd appreciate that, my guy. Nice pass, but that's broken up, and it is Suns ball. And here is Booker. Tries a mid-range. That doesn't go. And here's Caldwell Pope. Under 2 minutes to go here. Shooter top of the key. He drives. Puts up a wild shot, and he is on the ground. Then a shooter might be a bit roughed up here. And he is helped up by his teammates. Then a shooter. Yeah, he was kind of hit across that arm-eye area. And that was by Chris Paul. So shooter will head to the line. The Lakers are in the bonus. So any foul will result in free throws for the Lakers. First one goes down, and it's tied once again. 39-39, a bit low scoring here in the second quarter. It was a high scoring first, but both teams roughly added on about 10 points each. 12 for the Suns, 12 for the Lakers, 11 for the Suns. So it's been pretty low scoring this second quarter, but a minute 51 left. And we're still tied at 39. LeBron is back into the game. Tomorrow we got a triple header, 3 slate of games tomorrow. The Brooklyn Nets take on the Boston Celtics in Boston as Schroeder misses the second one there. Aiden with the board. That's going to be a return for Kyrie Irving to Boston. It's going to be quite an atmosphere. And then you got Clippers. And that's a steal. Here comes Caldwell Pope. He gets the layup to go. And the Lakers have taken the lead. 41-39. That's a nice play defensively by Caldwell Pope, resulting in offensive points. And here is Booker. Like I said, it's just continuously gone back and forth between both teams, pretty much everybody contributing for the Suns and Lakers here. As Aiden tries to set the screen for Paul. And that is a mid-range shot by Bridges. It comes up short. Here's Kuzma up ahead. LeBron, watch out. Great pass. And here's Caldwell Pope stuck in the corner. Finds Schroeder for 3. That's well short. Rebound by Bridges. Here's Booker dancing. Pulls up a 3 ball. Too strong. And that's Laker ball again. Looks like the Lakers might be slightly pulling away here. Not really, but if they can get another shot here with 49.7, extend their lead to more than one possession here. As LeBron has done well in command today. LeBron with 5 points, but with a couple of assists and boards as well. LeBron has 4 assists and 2 rebounds, but LeBron has 4 turnovers as well. So the King not really putting up one of his best halves over here, but both teams haven't really produced much in this second quarter at all. And Anthony Davis tries a three. That's short. It's a rebound by Caldwell Pope. Puts it up and in. KCP. 24.5 left. And this will be the last possession of the first half. I appreciate that, my guy. Hope you can subscribe and hit the like. I'd appreciate that support. Who's your team, man? Do you like the Lakers? 43-39, Los Angeles. As Kuzma falls all the way down. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As Frank Vogel is arguing the call there. Let's take a look. Here's Paul giving Kuz a little shove. Gives him another shove and he falls to the ground. Paul tried to help him and got some chippiness going on here. Good competitive spirit. That's what Chris Paul is all about. And I love to see that. Chris Paul heads to the line and will shoot two. 43-39, Lakers up ahead. 2 shots for Chris Paul. Oh, and that was well short. Can't believe Chris Paul really hit that short, didn't he? So for this series, I did have the Lakers winning in 7. And what do you think of this first half as a Lakers fan? How do you think your guys are doing? Chris Paul with the second free throw, and that rattles home. It's a 3-point game at the half. Here's LeBron. Finds Kuzma. Clock down to 1. Kuzma for 3 at the buzzer. Almost got it off glass. And that will end the half. It's 43-40. 40 Lakers at the half. Good game. This is really, really entertaining. Got some competitive spirit going on between both of these two teams. Pretty high stakes. This game here, game 3. In a 1-1 series, game 3 is a huge decider in generally who wins the series. So this is a big moment for both teams right here and right now. Absolutely. I do think they can reach the final. Absolutely. They're more than capable of that, I think. Especially if they can hold on here. 2-1 lead over the Suns, having home court. Next game, I think they can beat the Suns. Even if Chris Paul becomes healthy, I do think that because Anthony Davis has heated up a little bit. But it'll be a tight game between the Suns. And then after that, I think the Lakers can definitely win. The Clippers are killing themselves right now. And then I think the Mavericks could be a challenge. But again, the Mavericks are not a great defensive team, so the Lakers can eat. Jazz, not a big fan of the Jazz. I think the Lakers can beat them as well. Nuggets, Blazers, and Lakers will beat them as well. So I think the Lakers should be the favorites to reach a final and win. That's what I think. Lakers should be okay, but again, the Suns is probably their biggest test. If they can beat the Suns, they'll be fine. That's just what I think. But either way, we are at halftime. The Lakers have a 3-point lead at the half, 43-40. The leading scorer for the Lakers is Anthony Davis with 12 points. LeBron is 5, 2, and 4. Not too great of a performance, as he also has 4 turnovers. Caldwell Pope has 2 fouls, but he has 5 points. Schroeder has 8 points. And Drummond has 4. And you have 7 points off the bench, 3 from Kuzma and 4 from Caruso. And for the Suns, the leading scorer obviously is Devin Booker with 11 points, and DeAndre Ayton also has a solid 10 to go along with that. DeAndre Ayton getting some easy baskets with some beautiful passes from CP3 and Booker, D-Book. And then Chris Paul also has 7 points as well with 3 assists and 5 rebounds. So Chris Paul is making more of a contribution in this game, But again, I still think he should heal up properly in this game. Like I said, I would have rested him in this game so he can be like 100% in the next game. And he can really, really help you. That was just my thoughts. But either way, that's the half. Only 3 points off the bench for the Suns. I mean, Torrey Craig has 3 points, and that's it. No points from the Cameron bros, Cameron Johnson and Cameron Payne. And Kaminsky also has 0. Sarge has not even entered the game as well. So that's the half. It's going to be close, back and forth throughout. It's going to be really, really fun. I hope you guys enjoy this game. Hope you guys enjoy the second half. And appreciate you watching. Please go down, hit the like, subscribe, and enable notifications for all your sports content. I have everything NBA. I got you. Live play-by-play reaction, power rankings, predictions, and analysis. And then for the NFL and MLB, I got you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And I appreciate the support. And I'll see you in the next one. I gotta unfortunately stop here. But we're at the half, 43-40 Los Angeles. And personally, I think this is going to be very close, but I think the Lakers will get this done late. I think LeBron will make some adjustments and start to heat up. But I think Chris Paul, look for Chris Paul to have a decent game. And if he can, maybe put up kind of a good, decent performance, I think the Suns could potentially win. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm also looking to see how the Suns can play defense, how they can guard Anthony Davis, as he's really dominated the paint and the boards. So we'll see how that works out as well. And that's that. So you guys, hope you guys enjoyed the game. Gonna end my live stream here, and peace out, guys.